What's up, it's Roy here. So today I have the Spigen Optik Armor case here for the Galaxy S23. They do make this for the Plus and Ultra. It's gonna run around 21 bucks with Prime shipping. There is an instant 5% off coupon as well that you can apply at checkout. So if you're interested in buying this case after this video, I will put my Amazon affiliate links down in the description for all of the S23 lineup. So when it comes to this case, this is a case that I've actually come to appreciate more and more as I've tested them. Now, this one, in my opinion, blows the iPhone 14 Pro one out of the water. I'll explain here in just a minute. The interior has that extremely recognizable spiderweb pattern inside there. It's got all the stuff going on in here, right? So the logo, like the little Latin thing going on. It does have that little spot here as well, talking about the air cushion technology, which are little airbags in the corners that will help with drop protection. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy put on. So something I just want to make sure I'm upfront about, this phone is not a real S23 phone. It's simply a dummy phone to be able to use for video purposes. It's the actual phone that one of the case companies used to make actual cases. So it's very helpful, especially if you're someone that's thinking about buying this case, but just wanted to see what it looked like instead of actually just staring at it on Amazon. Here we go. So the secret sauce with this case is, as you can see here, you can't see the camera. And that's because with the Optik Armor, it slides and reveals the camera. And then in the event of not wanting the camera actually exposed, now you can cover it up. You can have it in your pocket where the keys are or whatever if you have a tempered glass on, and you're not going to scratch up your lenses. And the reason why this one blows the iPhone 14 Pro one out of the water is because when you extend this out, it stops. Everyone in my comment section that just wanted to argue with me about it said, well, there's no way for them to not have it stop there. It's going to extend out a little bit. It's physics. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like, it literally can be done, right? I know the bump is different than the iPhone, but there are other case companies out there that have something very similar, and they were able to manage to get this just like this. So it can be done, as you can see here, but I just really like that I can close it and open it if I want to. The interior right here is a ribbed pattern. As you can see there, the lenses are nicely recessed in there as well. So especially when you close it, then you can see that they're very well protected, but we'll open it for the video purposes. And then the bottom is this really just nice kind of a grainy TPU material at the bottom that feels fantastic. It's a matte black color, has a high gloss black Spigen logo there at the bottom. So very just simple and clean looking. And then if we go to the side here, you can see how it's kind of bleeding over to the sides right there a little bit. But we do have a volume up and down and power button here that are raised. Has a little bit of an indentation in the middle there, as you can see there. But like I said, they are raised, so you can see against my fingers there or my hand. And then as we move down to the bottom, it's very smooth, rounded edges. The USB-C charging port and the speakers are nicely exposed, as you can see here. And then moving to this side, there's nothing going on other than just a bigger piece of that kind of polycarbonate part here that does bleed over the edge a little bit. And then looking at the top, once again, bleeding over. And then there's our cutout for our mic up top. The front definitely has some good screen protection, 360 lips all around. So forehead and chin and the sides are well protected. It is tempered glass friendly, and there is a little bit of a cutout up top that's very simple, so very clean, simple looking here. So now let's go ahead and do the wobble test real fast. So face down, there is nothing going on, and then back down, kind of the same thing. It's not wobbly or shaking. As you can see, the reflection, it looks like it is, but it's really not. I mean, it's not shaking. The corners aren't moving on me. It's very flat. And then if I actually closed this, we'll kind of see what it does. When it's closed, it does get a little more shaky. Like, that's when it's actually moving on me a lot more. When it's open, it's very flat. So next, let's go ahead and do the clicky button test. So even though this is a dummy phone, like I've been saying, The buttons are replicated to give that same responsive and clickiness for the phone, so the buttons will at least react how they should. So let's do the power button first. And volume up and down. Okay, so buttons are extremely tactile and responsive, so a big thumbs up if you are someone that likes clicky buttons. So just to be able to tell y'all, I do know for a fact that this is Qi wireless charging compatible. It is reverse power share compatible, and you can do all of the contactless payments with like Samsung Pay, Google Pay, etc. With this phone case. So there is no issues at all with any of the basics. So this phone case feels good in the hand, has a nice grip to it, has this great texture on the back, which I can really appreciate, but it does really just stand out when you do that right there. Clicks in nicely, it has that satisfying click, and then it's in place. It's not shaking unless you put some force against it. No fingerprint issues back here, really no smudging issues, to be honest with you. This type of material is really nice against smudges. And that's about it. So if you like this video, then be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one.